2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Able to push his way through. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Well, that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 58 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired on it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like that.
In trouble here, and down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Foxtrot. They go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Let's go. 18, James.
46-yard line. Bandit.
Check. H3. 218. Chop.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Come on, come on.
Get it.
It's caught by Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they're setting up a screen here on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
22 yards there, a first down. Right back to Coleman here on first down. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Come get some. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score 14, 49ers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He pitches it out, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. On third down, Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Derrick Henry. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He finds Humphreys. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Here we go now. 30 base.
54
Hey, Delta. Yo.
Tannehill on 1st down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And an alley to run. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Let's go. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Wait.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. There he goes, left side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
2nd down and goal. Tannehill got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Nashville. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Move on. Here I come.
And no pitch there and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
That kid reach traps. Let's go.
Set, go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Snead's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. That one good for 24 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tannehill on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
61, match spot, hit it.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill flushed out right, and some room to maneuver. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down, 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Let's go, get it.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
26-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Man, I got you.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Snead. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Complete to Billy Snead. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Draw play. Ingram now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. There goes Mark Ingram. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 75 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On the double.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
You got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will put them on top here in the third. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Off play action, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Ingram again. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Jackson now. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And Jackson throwing once more. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, Alpha. Now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check tight. Check tight. Slam.
Greystone, travel. Hey, orbit.
Now Tannehill. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
You're not ready.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
On the set.
6, 36. Run your job.
Hey, exit. Sleep grip.
Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. The quick slant caught. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Set 50, plant.
57 for Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Sam Cook now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here comes Humphries on the return. And that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.